Welcome back to the Puncher's Chance YouTube channel. Delighted to be joined by Carvell Crocker, now 8-0 as a professional. How are you feeling with tonight's performance?
Yeah, it was a good performance. I felt good. I felt sharp considering how long I had out the ring. But yeah, all in all, I'd say I gave her a 7 out of 10. It was just, he was a good mover. So I couldn't really work with him because he wasn't throwing any punches back. So that just makes it 10 times harder. When you've got someone throwing punches back at you, you can catch them. But most of the stuff I was just hitting on the gloves. So yeah, it was hard work, but I got through it in a easy fight, all in all.
Yeah, it's almost it's frustrating. I feel maybe for you fighters when you're trying to pin them down, and he was a good mover, like you said. It's almost more difficult for you to get your shots away and sort of practice what you've been learning in the gym.
Well, I was hitting him with loads of body shots, but I knew he could feel them. But yeah, obviously, when you've got someone like that, not throwing back, it's just 10 times harder. But yeah, all in all, I boxed well.
Yeah, and like you said, first time you've been in the ring in 2025.
Yeah.
It's been a frustrating couple of months, I'd say, for you.
It's been about a year. Well, started off, I went over to Texas to box. Didn't end up boxing because something to do with my opponent's medical. But yeah, that was a pain in the ass, excuse my French. But I've had a couple more fights pull out. It's been about 6 fights all in all. So yeah, I haven't really been active throughout the end of 2024 and 2025 as well. But I had 2 fights last year. That's it, yeah. So I just want to step it up now next fight and get hopefully a Welsh title fight or something like that. Along those lines.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating period, like you said.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine how it must have felt. Obviously, you travelled over to America. You were there ready.
I know, lucky I didn't pay for it all.
For them to pull out. Was it the week of the fight?
The week of the fight. So I went over there on the Sunday, trained on... they had us doing the medicals and stuff on the Monday. Basically, as soon as we got off the plane, really. Trained on the Wednesday, Thursday then. On the Friday, I think it was, Thursday or Friday, I got a phone call saying your opponent can't box due to his medical, which really, as a professional boxer, you'd think they'd have all that sorted, but obviously not.
I suppose that's a different type of lesson as well, probably mental strength.
Yeah, I was devastated, to be fair. Obviously, you travel all the way over there. Basically, you can say you're boxing in America, but obviously I didn't end up boxing, and then, people are like, oh, it's just a holiday, all of that. But it's not when you're over there, loads of fast food places, you're living off chicken and eggs, and then you're getting told you're training as well, trying to make weight, and you're getting told you can't box. So yeah, I was devastated, but it's a learning curve at the end of the day.
You've been, keep yourself active in the gym anyway with Gary Lockett, a great stable down there. I probably would say the best stable within Wales at the moment.
100%.
How much of a learning sort of environment is that gym at the moment?
Oh, all the boys are great. You got Rhys Edwards now flying the flag. He's coming along nicely. You've got all the boys. You've got Kane, Kieran's coming along nice. Ben Crocker as well. He's got a title, the IBF European. So yeah, it's coming along nice, the gym. So yeah, I just got to get a few titles under my belt now.
Speaking about titles, I'm sure you've got plans for the end of 2025.
Yeah.
Welsh title in your plans?
Welsh title, hopefully August time. I won't say any names yet, but just stay tuned.
Well, I might chuck a name at you because I've heard some rumours.
Okay.
Mark Davies, a potential opponent, I've heard.
Yeah, could be.
Obviously 2 unbeaten fighters.
Yeah.
There's a time in everyone's career, I think you've got to take a bit of a risk, and a bit of a 50-50 fight.
I'm not in boxing to have fights like that, Hats off to Dale Arrowsmith, nothing against him. But I want to go somewhere. I'm not in the game to just, look good in those type of fights. Do you see what I'm saying? I want titles under my belt, so there's no point really doing it for the Instagram and stuff like that, I want titles and I want to be up there at the top of the best, so yeah.
Well, if you can get that fight with Mark in August, as I think is expected planned, I don't know if you've had much of a chance to watch Mark or anything you have seen of him.
I've watched a couple of his fights. I've spoke to him a couple of times. He's a nice kid. He's a good boxer. Don't think he's got, power. I don't think he hits harder than me. But yeah, all in all, good boxer, but so am I. So I believe I got the edge, but he's going to say he's got the edge as well, you know. So we'll see on the night.
Obviously, you're going to have the confidence that you could get through that fight. If you can pick up a Welsh title then there, would you see yourself progressing after
Stepping
that?
up through the rankings, maybe have a defence. I'm not sure who, but if not, you know, bigger and better things, British title, get some nice titles under my belt, you know.
Well, thank you for taking the time to speak to us tonight. Congratulations on another impressive win, and hopefully we see you in the Welsh title fight soon.
Happy days. Thank you.